Many individuals contemplate how to get rich, yet a fundamental misunderstanding often prevents them from achieving true prosperity. The common perception links wealth purely to large sums of money. However, a more insightful view reveals that becoming wealthy stems from a profound transformation, a mental shift, a change in your surroundings, and a commitment to deliberate, strategic action. We are about to uncover 10 foundational principles, drawing from astute observations and practical experiences that guide this powerful transformation. This isn't a guide for quick fixes, but rather a blueprint for reshaping your entire approach to financial growth and lasting independence. Prepare to challenge conventional wisdom and adopt a mindset focused on effective results. The first principle focuses on actively sculpting an environment conducive to success. To build a significant wealth, you must first dismantle any scarcity mindset that has taken root. This involves a conscious and often difficult effort to cultivate surroundings that inspire ambition, not stifle it. Look critically at the people and influences around you. Are they lifting you higher, or are their limited perspectives holding you back? Your environment is a powerful, often subconscious, shaper of your aspirations and potential. If you want to understand how to get rich, begin by examining the very air you breathe, metaphorically speaking. Seek out places, information, and conversations that expand your possibilities, rather than reinforce old limitations. This isn't merely about physical space, it extends to the digital realm and the content you consume. Every element should serve to propel you forward. This leads directly to the second principle, the imperative to prune your inner circle. For many, this is the most challenging step. It means severing ties, or at least significantly limiting interaction, with individuals whose mindsets are antithetical to your wealth building journey. This applies even to family members or old mentors if their advice or outlook is rooted in a fear of abundance or a contentment with mediocrity. As you evolve and strive for greater things, your growth often exposes the inaction or stagnation of others, leading to an inevitable shift in relationships. You must be prepared for this. Seek counsel exclusively from those who have already achieved the level of success you desire. Their insights are invaluable because they speak from direct experience, not theory or speculation. Your journey towards financial freedom will be smoother if your closest advisors are already navigating the path you aim to travel. The third principle offers a pragmatic approach to safeguarding your aspirations. Conceal your grandest dreams from those who have settled. When someone has abandoned their own high ambitions, their capacity to comprehend or genuinely support yours diminishes. Sharing your visionary goals with such individuals often invites doubt, skepticism, or even passive resistance. These reactions can subtly erode your resolve and introduce unnecessary friction. Their understanding cannot encompass the scope of your vision because they operate from a different framework of possibility. Protect your nascent ideas and audacious plans from external negativity until they are robust enough to withstand it. This isn't about secrecy for secrecy's sake. It is a strategic move to preserve your mental and emotional energy, channeling it solely towards execution rather than defending your ambition. Next, we confront the mechanics of speed and wealth, which form our fourth principle. Money often rewards swift action in decisions that carry low stakes, where the cost of being wrong is minimal and iteration is easy. Think about testing small ideas or making quick market adjustments. However, true lasting wealth demands an entirely different approach for high-stakes, irreversible choices. For these pivotal moments, patience, deep analysis, and a measured pace are paramount. Knowing which game you are playing at any given moment is absolutely critical. Are you in the phase of rapidly building initial capital, where quick, calculated moves are beneficial? Or are you shifting towards wealth preservation and significant expansion, which requires a more deliberate, long-term perspective? Misjudging the appropriate speed can be detrimental to your quest for financial freedom. This understanding of speed naturally transitions to the fifth principle, a critical redirection of your financial attention. Many people spend an inordinate amount of time guarding pennies, meticulously avoiding tiny losses, and pinching every last cent. While frugality has its place, this intense focus diverts energy from where it truly matters for wealth creation. Instead, your primary attention must shift to actively generating substantial revenue and expanding your sphere of control. Saving is a strategy for immediate survival or security. Earning is the engine for building power, influence, and genuine financial independence. To really grasp how to get rich, you must stop obsessing over what you might lose and instead pour your energy into creating more, into acquiring assets, and into building systems that produce consistent, scalable income. This proactive mindset is a cornerstone of substantial wealth accumulation. Our sixth principle delves into emotional control through strategic delay and frugality. Counterintuitively, periods of strategic frugality, where you operate with calculated constraints, can actually sharpen your perception and foster incredible creativity. When you cannot simply throw money at every problem, your mind is forced to innovate, to find more efficient and ingenious solutions. This is a stark contrast to the easy path of simply spending your way out of challenges. Furthermore, a crucial element is building a robust "oh shit" fund, psychological war chest of liquid assets. This fund isn't just for emergencies. It provides true independence and allows you to take bolder, more calculated risks without the paralyzing fear of catastrophic failure. It creates a buffer that allows for strategic maneuvering and strengthens your emotional resilience on the path to becoming wealthy. The seventh principle warns against the urgency trap. Any opportunity presented with intense pressure, demanding an immediate decision lest you miss out, should be viewed with extreme suspicion. Artificial urgency is a classic tactic used to manipulate perception and cloud judgment. When under pressure, our ability to think clearly and evaluate options thoroughly is significantly impaired. The truly wealthy operate from a position of power and abundance, not artificial scarcity. They understand that genuine, high-value opportunities rarely evaporate within hours. They can afford to observe, analyze, and negotiate from a position of strength. If an opportunity truly holds merit, it will likely endure long enough for you to conduct proper due diligence. Never allow perceived urgency to force a high-stakes decision. Patience here is an act of strategic self-preservation. This is a subtle but vital lesson in how to get rich responsibly. Our eighth principle treats money as a game, code and scalable, often decoupled from traditional notions of virtue. Understand that the mechanics of wealth creation often operate independently of your personal goodness or intentions. Success in this game frequently comes down to choosing better terrain, identifying and operating within a larger, more receptive market rather than perfecting a product or service within a narrow, limited niche. Trying to be the best in a tiny pond will yield tiny results. Moreover, over-analysis, a common trait among intelligent individuals, can become a significant hindrance to action. Sometimes it is far more effective to simply act launch and learn from real-world feedback than to spend endless hours perfecting a plan that never sees the light of day. Money, in its raw form, is inert. It only gains power when strategically deployed to grow or compound. This leads us directly to the next critical point. What is not measured cannot grow. Constant, meticulous financial tracking is not merely about accounting. It's about gaining precise insight, enabling informed decisions, and actively directing your resources towards expansion. This commitment to measurement is indispensable for those who truly want to build wealth. The ninth principle focuses on the crucial distinction between strategic investment and fleeting indulgence. The goal should always be to buy for now and later, prioritizing sustainable wealth creation over immediate, highly visible status symbols. True, wealth is systematically built by delaying instant gratification. This means making choices that benefit both your current needs and, more importantly, lay a robust foundation for your long-term financial future. It is about securing assets that appreciate, generate income, or reduce future liabilities, rather than acquiring things purely for psychological compensation or external validation. The temporary ego boost from a luxury item pales in comparison to the lasting security and power derived from a well-placed investment. This principle is a cornerstone for anyone serious about getting rich through sustained, deliberate effort. Finally, the 10th principle emphasizes mastering the psychology behind wealth itself. When you truly understand the principles governing money, and when your mindset shifts from chasing it to strategically attracting it, wealth begins to orbit you. It becomes a natural consequence of your actions, decisions, and cultivated environment. This means moving beyond simply accumulating cash to understanding the underlying systems, behaviors, and opportunities that generate lasting financial independence. You learn to recognize patterns, leverage resources, and make choices that consistently multiply your assets and influence. The journey to become wealthy is less about a lucky break and more about a deliberate, continuous application of these foundational truths. It is about building a robust framework for prosperity that ensures you are not just making money, but actively building a financial legacy. This profound psychological shift is what truly separates the perpetually striving from the genuinely rich.